No, he's not talking about Merle. Come on. Alright guys, real quick before we get started with this episode of The Walking Dead, don't forget that you can get the full, uncut, unedited raw reaction to The Walking Dead on my Patreon. The link will be at the top of the description, so if you want to watch the episodes along with me in its entirety, definitely check it out. Otherwise, they're still going to be on YouTube, just heavily edited. But other than that, let's get in this episode, guys. Here we go. Dog! If he dies in this episode, I'm quitting reactions to The Walking Dead. Kidding. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to be very upset.
She made all my clothes. Whenever she got tired, she would help me help. So it's because I had a really special, strong right foot.
I got it.
So, do you need any help? I honestly wonder, like, at what point humanity would just, like, kind of start over, like, making gas and stuff.
Nobody's following anybody, Daryl.
You want to come, right?
I hope there's a part in this episode where she starts it for him.
I ain't worried.
Well, why'd you bring it up?
Oh my God, this is what I'm talking about.
I love their friendship. Also, at least Dog gets his exercise. Shit.
Don't get greedy.
Hey, come on, he don't need all that.
Yes, you do. Also, I'm curious if the dogs could eat walkers. I feel like they might. Maybe not, because it's rotting flesh. Yeah, probably not.
Think about the river.
Yeah?
Oh.
You good with that?
Yeah.
And then go back to where Rick disappeared.
You don't think I can? Give me that.
You'd be my guess.
I like how this whole episode so far is just them bickering. Oh.
No way.
Literally 2 seconds.
It's beginner's luck.
Was he even alive?
I filleted a fish before, Daryl.
All right.
As she watches him. It's crazy to me how they go from like having occasional little like romantic moments to like being best friends to like being siblings that compete over everything. Like they don't know what they are.
It's gonna catch up to us eventually.
So you're gonna just like
If we let it.
lay down and give up? Is she like suggesting that
Another animal?
don't fuck with me, dog?
No.
Is she suggesting that they should like go see what else is out there for them?
Coming?
Why is he so freaked out? Oh shit, he's been there before. Oh, he recognizes it. Oh, this is when, yeah, this is when he was out looking for Rick, yeah? Was that her dog? That lady's dog? Oh.
Where'd you come from?
How is he not worried? Like, you saw a puppy all by itself and you're not wondering who it belongs to?
Maggie left Hilltop. She took Herschel and went with Georgie.
Why?
She's on her own journey now, I guess, like you.
You know I gotta do this, right?
I know.
Look for Rick.
It's been 2 years. How long do you plan to stay out here?
Oh.
I don't know.
What does he think is gonna happen? You can't search the whole river. Is he more so just like looking for a body?
Careful.
I really do miss Rick.
Oh well.
I feel like I've gotten used to the show without him, but it's... I don't know. I know what ends up happening to Rick in the comics. So I'm not gonna like say what it is that happens, but I hope that they don't do that at the end of the movies, like have it his ending the same, because I'd be disappointed if after all that time we get him back in movies and then it just is like a predictable ending, you know? And by predictable, I mean like what happens in the comics that I don't want to say in case anybody is currently reading them. Ooh, it's got like fins. What the fuck? God, he never gave up. Daryl is built different, I'm telling you. No. Aww. Maybe he was looking for help for her.
What is it, boy?
Whoa.
Who the hell are you?
asked you a question.
I'm leaving.
I followed the dog. I wonder if she died and that's why he took dog. Oh, hiding place. Is that where Daryl hid shit?
She lived here.
Oh.
It was a long time ago. What else you want to know?
Whatever you want to tell me.
I wonder if he had a relationship of some sort with her. Because there's gotta be like more to it. That must be why he didn't tell her stuff. Damn, she don't need nobody.
Something tells me you don't really want to die. Not today, anyway.
You don't know anything about me.
You're right. I don't.
I'm curious like where she ties into this. Or if this is just like some backstory about how he got dog or what.
Your dog found me. I was just trying to help.
You're tied up in my cabin with a 12 gauge pointed at your head. What kind of help you think I need?
Well, clearly he gets that now. He wouldn't have came in had he known.
You're letting me go.
Get out. Before I change my mind.
Maybe dog comes back to him. I can't imagine how lonely that must feel. And again,
Thanks
see,
for bringing him back.
your dog did come to me.
He likes you.
It's just a dog. You don't know me better.
Dog.
Dog. That's it. Just dog.
You got something better?
No.
That's cute to find out that
Won't forget what he is.
he never actually named him dog. It was her that named him dog.
I guess it'll catch up to all of us, one way or another.
Only if you let it.
I kind of like her character. I'm gonna be sad if that's her grave and that's who dies, but maybe that's her son's grave. Or whoever is at in the picture with her. Like maybe she goes missing too, like Rick or something. I don't know. At least they like know each other now. How is he just now hearing them? Oh god. What was the point in shooting that? It just made more noise. Oh.
You need to stay away from my camp.
Name's Leah.
I love her attitude though. She's like, fine, bitch, I won't. I'll leave you alone. Oof. She threw it at him.
I can catch my own damn fish. I want to be left the hell alone.
You clearly don't though.
I'll bother you again.
Then I won't come around again.
Good.
Why is this just like a normal like flirtationship? Leave me alone. And she's like, wait, but don't leave me alone. I don't want to be left alone. Why would you leave me alone?
Was Frost in it?
I had it before. It ain't no big deal.
No big deal till you lose a couple fingers or a whole hand.
So he must have stayed with her for a while then.
It's his birthday today.
Aw. I couldn't imagine like losing your son in such a like terribly horrific way as like a zombie.
And I found that with my squad. We fought side by side for years.
I didn't give birth to him, but he was mine.
Oh.
He was born to my sister.
Oh.
I lost her when he was born.
I actually really liked that like that like similar situation is happening a lot in the show. Carol and Ezekiel becoming parents to someone who wasn't their kid. And it's not just like, oh, I'm gonna take you under my wing. It's like they became his parents, you know? Go give her a hug. I'm curious if they're gonna have like a little bit of a romance between these two. It's gonna be interesting to see. Because I feel like Daryl is just such a lone wolf all the time that I feel like it'll be interesting.
The dead came from all sides. There was so screaming and so much blood.
So that is his grave then.
It felt like I ran forever. Then I ended up here and I saw my boy was bit.
God. Especially at that age, like, I could not imagine.
I said goodbye to him the same day Dog was born. haven't seen another soul out here since.
So Dog is that much more special to her. Dog came to her when she needed him.
Who'd you lose?
My brother.
I know, he's not talking about Merle, come on.
How?
It was an accident. Never found the body.
Oh my god.
And you...
He has an actual brother, and he's talking about Rick. Come on. There better be some type of way that we get to see them find out that Rick is okay, you know? Because I'm gonna feel so robbed if we don't ever get to see them, like, find out that he did live, you know? Because obviously, like, Michonne is gonna be in the movies, but you're telling me, like, we're never gonna get to see RJ and Judith reunite with their dad or his brother, you know? Oh, it just breaks my heart thinking about it. The only thing is just I don't know how they would find out and not keep him in their life. Like, I don't think Daryl would ever separate from him ever again. Unless Rick were to die or something and couldn't stay with them. Wow.
Where do you belong, Daryl? Out there on the river? Looking for your dead brother day after day after day?
That's kind of a lot to ask of him, though. Like, it's me or the rest of them, you know? That's not fair.
Now choose.
Ooh. I feel like that's not fair, honestly. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like she's gonna go out angry and, like, get bit or something. And he's not even gonna need to choose because she's gonna freaking die, probably.
Things are really tough at the kingdom, and Ezekiel needs me there, and Henry, too.
You asking for my permission?
No,
You don't need to ask my permission to move on with your life.
that's not what this is about. I just
You want me to move on with mine, right?
She wants you with her. I get that though, like, he loves Rick. And he would do anything to find out the truth or just,
Glad
like,
you found your peace.
just the tiniest bit of anything to say that he survived or that he's somewhere out there, you know? Or just that he's dead. Anything to help him, like, close the chapter. I feel like anything would be good for Daryl. I'm curious, honestly, if he ever finds anything.
Yeah.
Oh god, she's gone. Oh. Did she leave him behind? Or did he just not want to leave Daryl behind? Oh, is that what? Oh. That must be what Carol read. That's really sad. It's crazy. It's like the first time we've seen like that side of Daryl, you know? Because I know for so long people really like thought that Daryl was asexual or just didn't want to see him with anybody.
Maybe somebody took her?
I don't know.
What if the same people that took Rick took her?
Losing Leah, that's not on you. Neither is Rick. Or Connie.
Oh my god, rub it in, Carol.
No, that's on you. Because you never know when to stop.
Okay, let's not take it out on Carol right now because this is not going to help her or you feel better.
And that's all that matters. You being right. Huh?
It's not even that though. It's like she got to feel some like relief in her heart knowing that the person that put her son's head on a pike is dead. It's not like she just killed him. She brutally murdered him and put his head on a pike for her to see. That is like so...
Friends don't have the same damn conversation over and over again.
Oh, is that what's happening here? Because this is new to me.
It's what's been happening. I'm sick of it.
Well, then you should have just let me get back on the boat.
Right? No! Stop! He's taking his pain out on her. Like, I know he doesn't actually mean this. I know he doesn't.
Run.
Shut up, you don't mean that. You're
I know
upset.
where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, here in this empty beat-down house where she's not there.
Our luck's run out, you and me.
Aw,
It's gonna be dark soon. I'm gonna fix that door.
this is sad. Y'all gotta have a spin-off show. What you doing? Daryl has always been like this. Like, he does not mean it. Wow. That was a cool backstory. All right, there we go. That was season 10, episode 18, I believe, of The Walking Dead. This was really good. I didn't know what to think going into this. Obviously, the episode, in my opinion, with Daryl and Beth is like one of the best episodes of the show. And this one, I felt like it was going to be like a hit or miss, you know, and I think it definitely hit. I really enjoyed it. I think that I wasn't expecting that this was the way that he got Dog. And I know that's not really the main part of the episode, but I just wanted to add that. He meets Leah, and Leah and him have this weird, like, relationship at the beginning where it's like we're keeping our distance, we don't necessarily trust each other, but we're both kind of coexisting in this area. And eventually she gives in and they kind of have this relationship. And I thought that it was really nicely done. The fact that, like, I feel like for so long, because people haven't wanted Daryl to, like, have a relationship, that this was a good way of kind of, like, testing the waters with the fans, because it was like they had the scene where she's in front of the fire, which looked like maybe she didn't have clothes on, and kind of was like, come to me, like, you know, like maybe something happened. And I'm sure something did happen, because obviously there was a ton of like romantic love vibes going on, but without them having to like explicitly show us Daryl kissing a girl or kissing anybody, you know. So I think it was a good like feeler, I think, for us to like realize that this could potentially happen in the future. And I'm not against it, honestly. It was really nice seeing Daryl just kind of like love somebody. He keeps everybody at an arm's length. Obviously in the end, when Leah tells him to pick, he doesn't choose her at first and realizes he made a mistake and says, I choose you, come find me, you know? And I feel like he holds a lot of guilt towards the things that has happened to his loved ones. And I think that him lashing out on Carol was very much that. I don't think that he actually truly believes these things. I think that it's fair to be angry at Carol that, like, her losing her mind set off this, like, not losing her mind, I don't even want to say losing her mind, but her being an emotional parent who lost their son, making decisions and, like, going crazy off of that, caused this domino effect of bad things to happen, like what happened to Connie. And I think that when Connie is found, hopefully alive, that's going to be a big change for that situation, because Daryl's going to realize, like, she's not buried under a bunch of rubble, she's actually alive. Carol thankfully didn't kill her, but I think he's being a little bit too harsh and too black and white on the whole, like, because you wanted to get even, you caused this and that made this happen, and you're the reason for this and that and this and that. But, like, dude, and I think too, like, her, like, Daryl seeing the pain that Leah went through, losing her son, that wasn't even her biological son, it was someone she kind of adopted as her own. Seeing that pain that Leah went through, losing her son, as well as Carol, like, what happened with Carol, I feel like maybe that's going to help him understand more why she did what she did. Because obviously, as a mother, you're not going to ever want your kid to get hurt. And it's one thing, you know, it's traumatizing enough that, like, that Leah's son got bit in front of her and, like, she couldn't save him. But Henry was taken. Henry was brutally, disgustingly murdered like he was cattle. And not only was he brutally murdered, his head was cut off. And most likely probably wasn't dead when it happened. His head was put onto a pike for his family and his loved ones to see. I feel like Daryl is hurt and he's not thinking of that, because honest to God, that, like, makes me want to cry. I don't even have a kid, and that makes me want to cry thinking of, like, what that must have been like for Carol and Ezekiel to go through that. That's the, you know, a big ass reason why Carol and Ezekiel didn't work out, was because, you know how many marriages end in divorce when they lose a child? I couldn't imagine the brutal and inhumane way that Henry died and how that would affect you as a person. And so Daryl can be angry and blame her all he wants, and honestly there is some truth to the stuff that he blames on her, because her anger did set off a domino effect. However, to make her feel terrible for it when she already does. She knows what she did and like the things that she had to do to make that happen. She even her reaction when she had to tell Maggie, like, hey, you know, it was me. Like, I was the one, I let him out, you know? She had to take that responsibility knowing that this man killed her husband in front of her while she was pregnant. She's taken this responsibility and she very much knows what she's done. And I think that Daryl needs to realize that this isn't black and white. This isn't like, well, I can't not Cheryl, that Carol shouldn't have done this because Carol doing this caused Negan to be freed, caused Connie to be killed under the rubble, caused many, many other things. It also killed Alpha, ended up getting Beta killed eventually by Daryl himself. And just, she also was the one that like finally got the ball rolling to like get this under control. I hope that like as of now, Carol is understanding where this anger is coming from Daryl. I think that being there probably brought up a lot of feelings, and I think sometimes when people are in that situation where they feel as though they wronged someone like Leah, it's easy to like get really upset when someone's trying to say like, hey, it's not your fault, it's not your fault, it's not your fault. But it's like, but it is, you know, like I should have said something, because the way Daryl thinks is very black and white, obviously. And the way that he sees it is if he had chosen her from the beginning, she would still be here, and that's it. She could be dead, she could be alive, she could be missing, she could have been taken, but that could have been avoided had he chosen her. And I feel like Daryl, that's why this big blow up happened, is because Daryl really does see things as black and white. And I think that it's easy for him to see it that way when he hasn't been in a situation where there is a gray area. Because I know damn well if I was Carol, I would probably react the same way. Maybe be a little bit less reckless about it, but I don't think that I would let it go by just like, okay, we'll catch her when we catch her. I'll be patient. But like, she put her son's head on a pike for her to see. Like that is so, I can't even explain. I mean, everyone knows obviously, but I cannot explain how disgusting that is. That is not just killing him. That's not just like letting him get bit. That's like next level absolute terrible. And I feel like, I know damn well, had this been Rick in this situation, in Carol's situation, and Carl's head was put on a pike by Alpha, you know damn well Rick would have went to the ends of the earth to make that woman suffer even an ounce of what she did to Carl. And that's just facts. Rick is very much like that. Rick is obviously problematic. He's caused many things that never should have happened. He literally caused the entire Negan storyline to happen, indirectly, of course. And I think just like in general, it's all like, it is a gray area. All of the things that have happened on this show are a gray area. And I don't think that it's fair to expect Carol to like be the exception of that. And I know that a lot of people probably disagree with me, and it's just my opinion. I mean, if you disagree, that's great. I'd love to hear why you disagree or why you think that Daryl's right, you know, because I am interested to see like what people think about this, because I know, like I said, it is a gray area. So certain things may be understandable, but not okay. You know, what Carol did to Maggie, what Carol did to Connie, what Carol did to a lot of people indirectly isn't okay. But I understand why she did. And I think that that's like the overall picture that Daryl is not like connecting, is like, we know that she knows that what she did is not okay, but she still did it because she wanted that pain on the person that killed her son, honestly. Yeah, really loved how this episode was set up. Loved seeing Daryl in like a whole new area, because it wasn't like regular old Daryl. It was a new Daryl, because we get to see him react with a new person. And just the fact that like dog was actually hers, she named dog, it was never him, which like everyone of course was just like, oh, typical Daryl naming the dog, but it wasn't him. But yeah, I'm interested to see if they ever bring her back or give us any info of like what may have happened to her. I think that would be really cool if they did. But yeah, I really loved this episode. I thought it was like beautifully done by everybody. Beautiful. But I think that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.